Yay, let's bring them back to the lawn. Which was there. This looks hella intimidating and also very choppy. Oh my god. Okay, that is giving me a little bit of a headache. I'm not gonna lie to you. Alright, let's talk. Yes, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet have been out for roughly a month. Have I finished it? No. I was busy doing other stuff like exams and stuff. You know how college stuff goes. But that's besides the point. I'm here today just to give you guys my general stance on things and give myself a general stance on how I feel about the game as I'm starting it up, or as I'm not too far into the journey yet. I'm about 3 badges in, and 1 Starfall, 1 Operation Starfall checkpoint, and 1 Titan. Yeah. That's my progress as of right now, but let's just give my initial first impressions, yes? And we'll see how this goes, but I'll update you guys on my progress in the game. But I don't want to do a let's play of it because, you know, you see all those everywhere and it's kind of just like, it's the same thing pretty much, and, you know, I don't want to do that. But, if you see me looking over to your left, I do have notes to guide me along. But so let's get started. Yeah, enough rambling. So, getting started right off the bat. Nemona is a very good rival in my opinion, because she, at least so far, because she doesn't seem too handholdy to the point of someone like Drew from Let's Go. I think it explains my point more to say How, because How is just straight up boring. I did not like How whatsoever. He was not competitive as a rival, he was just there as a friend. And like, well, that's cool and all, you know, as another side character, right? As the main rival, it's kind of not there. So I kind of like Nemona in that way, to where she's not blue levels of ass, but at the same time she's not too friendly. You know, she's kind of like the you know, all ships raise right, all ships like fuck. Shit, what's the fucking saying? A rising tide lifts all boats. Yes, she is the rising tide, and we are the boat. And it's cool because as you progress along, you know, she wants to battle you more and, you know, sort of help you along with your journey, but at the same time, in a way that she wants to just look down on you, kind of like, yes, I am better. Let me show you the ropes. Moving on from Nemona, I don't like the setting or the premise of the game to where you're a student. Like, we have never had that sort of scenario before, or at least not as explicit as this one. You know, usually you're just some youngin' ready to go out of their hometown and explore the grand world and just free of anything, just do everything without a clear, like, purpose. I mean, you have some clear purpose, right? Being a Pokemon League, collecting, finishing up the Pokedex and stuff like that, but this one is just like, I don't like the fact that we're repeatedly reminded that we are a kid. I've digressed, don't get me wrong, because, you know, it doesn't really last for a whole long time. Although I'll get into my whole nitpick with that in a little bit, because I have a whole nitpick with that that chains into being like a student. Now, the intro to the game feels a bit too long. There's a lot of scripted stuff that happens, and I get it. It's only planning to sell this to a ton of new people, although I can't imagine a single soul that would have wanted to play Pokemon that hasn't played Pokemon yet. So I can't really imagine that there wasn't really much of a purpose there, but there was a really long tutorial. It was like sun and moon levels long. I mean, I was close to just sleeping halfway through. It was like, bro, can I please play the game now? Don't just shove text in my face. I hate that. Read, motherfucker. Read. I don't like that. Unless there's some substance to it or some level of importance to it, then I don't really care. Otherwise, I know how to play Pokemon. A lot of people might not, right? I understand that. But at the same time, if we do, can we just skip this like tutorial thing? Like, come on, just let us actually make the prompt to like, hey, do you want to know how to catch a Pokemon? And then put a yes or no. It's not that hard. We know how to play Pokemon by now, man. Next point. Oh boy. Yeah, this is gonna link back into the whole academy thing, right? It was such a stupid missed opportunity to not give us full trainer customization in a open world multiplayer game. maybe it was some some storage problem with the server to where if you have like too many different appearances, it's hard to load in too many at a time, because God knows this game runs like a piece of shit. It just makes no sense from a logical standpoint. The one time that people can actively see each other in an open world, you just don't have full trainer customization. That makes no damn sense. No matter what you do, you're gonna have to wear a uniform. It's freaking stupid. I hate it. Now, to address the big elephant in the room, yes, this game runs like a piece of shit. I don't understand how one of the biggest multimedia franchises in the entire world cannot have quality control for their games. I don't understand. How is this possible? How? I don't get it. It makes no sense. They probably have all the money in the bank, and yet they don't invest into the quality of their games. I'm not saying actual gameplay, like the mechanics and stuff, right? Mechanics and stuff are Pokemon. Yeah. I'm just saying the actual quality and performance of the game. Because, look, I know everyone likes to rag on that one tree in Sword and Shield, and I do too, to be honest with you, because it's just an ongoing meme. It's just sad. They've made Pokemon games look good before. Look at Let's Go. Why don't they do that again? Why don't they do that again? For Pokemon games that people are actually hyped for. Why don't they do that? Let's Go was amazing, quality-wise and performance-wise. I just don't understand why they don't do this for literally their biggest release ever. And it's an open world game. You could have saved all of that quality control for this one. And it's not even about the Switch hardware being weak. We've seen stuff like Breath of the Wild. That shit was launch day, motherfucker. They made the models look better, you know, when you can fucking see them. God, this game, man. Look, gameplay-wise, I'm actually all for the gameplay. Performance-wise is another completely different issue. Completely different issue. You know what? This is probably just gonna be the eternal curse of Pokemon. You know, they're more focused on gameplay and less about the actual performance, but at the same time, come on, man. Next up, moving back to things I do like, though, I like the re-story idea. It complements the open worldness to where you can actually just do whatever the hell you want in whatever order you want. And that, I find, is really refreshing for a Pokemon game. And that adds to repeated playthroughs. You know, replayability on this one is going to be sick. Not only do you have the 8 gym badges that you can go through in any order whatsoever, you also have the Operation Starfall, or the Titan Arc. I don't know what the hell that's called, but that whole thing. Like, sure, some characters will give you a little nod to go in a certain direction or another, but you don't have to do that. It's really cool that way, and that's honestly, I think a lot of people were wanting that in Pokemon game, because I too have been wanting that, because I feel like going through all the 8 gyms in that one specific order was always really boring, because everyone keeps going back to it, but that one episode of Origins, the Pokemon special that they did almost 10 years ago, oh my god. You might find some other examples in the anime, but I digress. When Red came to challenge Brock, Brock said that, hey, I'll pick the Pokemon that are suitable for your skill level. And honestly, that right there was just like pretty much them taking a good idea and just like almost intensifying it to the crowd. Now it's finally a thing, I think. I don't know. I haven't really seen too many playthroughs of Scarlet and Violet because I've been trying to not stay spoiled. But if it really works like that, then I'm all for it, because you know, level scaling, amazing, right? A level scaling mechanic would be amazing, just to reflect your progress in the game and how strong your Pokemon are in comparison to everything else. If they were about the same level, then yeah, like no matter what you do, that's amazing. We have some other points to go through, so let me just go through them real quick, rapid fire, you know, because this video is gonna get long. I've heard occurrences in the game where I've just gotten headaches because, you know, stuttering frame rate, and it's just hurting my eyes a little bit. It hurts to play sometimes, because jumping frames a whole lot, it just messes with your head. And going back to that whole slow thing, Pokemon battles also feel longer because text boxes sometimes overstay their welcome. Like, I'm just like, okay, yeah, they're poisoned. Can you go away now? Oh yeah, some Pokemon are too small to see in the overworld, and it's hard to see them. Like, look, I get it. People have been asking for a big Wailord for a long time, and you know, we finally sort of got that in Sword and Shield, right? Although I never really downloaded the DLC for it, but I digress. Yeah, some people were asking for fully scaled models, and you know, for some Pokemon that's great. Like, big Pokemon should be bigger, but goddamn, when you make a small Pokemon smaller, it's really annoying, because I don't want to have to run into them in the grass or something like that, or in the overworlds. It makes it really annoying to move around, and Sometimes I'm just not looking because it all ties back to performance issues. I draw distance. I can't see them until I'm like 2 feet in front of them. So it's just like, okay, wow, I just saw, oh, damn it. I just, come on. You know, you run into a battle and then you get stuck there for 15 seconds. It's just like, I don't want to have to deal with this. Thank you. If I don't want to fight you, I don't want to fight you, right? Oh yeah, another thing. Cool side characters. And they seem way more important than just, you know, beat them. I do like that. When side characters are actually mean something other than just to be a checkpoint for your game completion, it's really cool because Pokemon doesn't really do that a whole lot. But gym leaders even, they actually do stuff outside of just being gym leaders, you know, just like, for example, what's his face? The dude from Artisan. I don't remember his name, but he's what, like an artist? A sculptor? An artist. Yeah. What's her face? Katie? Katie is a baker. He's a baker, right? I'm pretty sure. And then Iono is a streamer. Iono's a streamer. I like that they have more character outside of just being, hey, I'm this dude's gym leader. Fight me. Okay, sure. But yeah, I think that'll about do it because there's a lot of editing to do here because I ramble on. I rambled on for a few points, but yeah, if you guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Yeah, if you guys could just give me your vague opinions on stuff, then that'd be great. But I'll see you guys for the next one, where I eventually do part 2 of this. Peace!